Friday, November 4th, 11:45 a.m. Okay, so I came out here real early this morning and checked things. I didn't see anything. It was still kind of dark because I wanted to see the sun rise. And I went back in. I intended on coming back out when it got more light to look better, but I never did. I just came out now. We're getting ready to leave. And I found something. And it's so cool. Okay, here between Jim and I, where we have our cat figurines, this one's supposed to be Amy and that one's supposed to be Betsy. They put a little cat head with the stuff, like they know it belongs there because that's where we keep our cats. It's it is so cool and awesome. I absolutely love it. Looks like the head off of something. I don't know what kind of toy that is, but I love it. We're wondering if this represents Kiki. Because look, she's kind of orange. She's orange and this is that color. Maybe I should leave that out there. I mean, I usually take everything in, keep it. I don't know. I'll leave it out for a little bit. Okay, Sunday, November 6th. It's 8:07 a.m. and I just came out here to check stuff, and this is the first thing I noticed right here. These things are messed up. And then over here, my Y is messed up. Kiki was waiting to get in to eat, so I know she's been here, so I wasn't sure if she's messed them up. But then what makes me wonder if it was Bigfoot's is the dice, because I was thinking maybe she scooched them with her tail, but then I remembered that it's always the ones that are on the top, not the fives. The fives would be towards the front. So I don't see how that could have happened with just an accident, because you see they're all flipped over, and then here's the ones on this side and there's the one on that side. So at least that, I think, was done by a Bigfoot. Okay, it is now 8:48, and it's been an interesting evening because the coyotes have been going bonkers. I watched one coyote right over there. It just stayed there forever, calling and calling and calling, and nothing answered it for the longest time. And then, so me and Jim, first we were out here, and we've been working outside and stuff. And yesterday, these marbles were knocked off. You know, and there's usually two dark ones, and then the light blue one and the white one. Well, I found them down in there, all but one dark blue marble. So I didn't know if the Bigfoots did it and they took one or what, but okay. I am now editing my Bigfoot Diary 127, and I want to explain something at this point in the video. On the 4th, the night of the 4th, I put out an audio recorder, and that's the night that all these marbles were knocked off. And then the next day, I saw that they were gone, and I found them all except for one blue one, which later you'll see that I did find it when I was cleaning stuff out. But now that I've listened to the audio recorder, I know for sure that it was Bigfoot that did this, that knocked him off, because you'll hear it. It's the funniest thing. And so this is the 6th, and they brought that marble. And I think that they brought that marble because they felt bad about knocking my marbles off, because I was out there, it was so cold, and I was digging through the leaves, and I was digging and digging and digging and trying to find them, and I only found those 3, and I put them back. So then the next day, here's a marble in place of the one that was lost, and I'm pretty sure that they felt bad that they knocked them off and made me lose one, and it made me go through all that work to look for them. So I'm pretty sure that's why they brought that marble. And then the audio where you'll hear them knocking the marbles off is coming up. At some point since, let me see, since sunset, a little after sunset, we went inside, and then Jim went to bed. I came outside and was slug hunting for a while in the back, but the coyotes were scaring me, so I didn't get too far from the back porch. And then I came in, decided to call it a night, and I looked out here. Actually, I was bringing the thermal out because I wanted to see if I could see the coyotes and stuff again. And I noticed what looked like another marble. And there is another marble, and it's one I have never seen before. And they put it in line here with the other ones, and this happened sometime between when we came in after sunset and now. So at some point during all this chaos with the coyotes and everything, a Bigfoot was up and put a marble there. And see, my flashlight on it, my phone. It's a very pretty one. It is, I'm gonna have to get up here. Hang on. It's a blue and orange one, and it looks like it's been through some stuff, so it's definitely used. So that's very cool. I can't believe they were up. I wonder when. Was it while I was out here? Was it... while I was out here slug hunting? Was it while we were inside? But almost the whole time we were inside, we kept turning the TV down because we kept hearing coyotes going crazy, and they've been doing it all night. So, anyways, that's what's going on. Right there. What on the earth is that? It looks like finger drag marks. But it looks like it's almost in some kind of a picture. It looks like... What in the heck is that? That is some crazy stuff. Okay, I'm standing at a different angle now. I swear, it almost looks like a bird. Like head, beak, wings, even here would be like feathers, like the tail. Even 2 little tiny feet? What the heck? That's insane. I think I even see a little bit of an eye right there. Did I say that? I think I might have said that. If a Bigfoot did this, I'm thinking it's a drawing of a bird. What am I saying? Okay. And what I'm finding extremely interesting about this is the fact that Jim and I sat right there last night for quite a long time talking about the birds and watching this white-throated nuthatch go up and down the tree, admiring it. In fact, a couple days, like a day or two ago, we were sitting out here and we saw a hawk fly from there right across there, and it was really awesome. And we commented on that and stuff. I am in awe here. I don't even know what to think. I just wanted to point out that I was out here today looking at this better, and over here is where this hand swipe starts. Follow it out, you can see fingers right there. So, all over there. Just a little update on the blue marble. I was cleaning up around the porch, pulled all the leaves out and stuff, and I found it in amongst that debris. So the Bigfoots didn't take it. One other thing that I'm not sure of now is that door. Because since time has gone on and stuff, I've been keeping track. And it seems like the only times that it happened where the door opened was after I had been working and I had gotten my little like wheelbarrow thing out. So I was sitting in the swing and I had gotten it out and I thought I had shut it. I didn't like check it real good, but it popped open. So I'm thinking maybe that it wasn't latching all the way and it did open on its own after I've been in there working. So that might not have been the Bigfoots either. Sunday, November 20th, 8:48 a.m. Okay, it's been a while since the Bigfoots were up, and I'm wondering if one was up last night. It's like, it was only 22 degrees when I went to bed last night, so if one was up, it's kind of, I'm like, wow. But, and it was also windy last night, I want to let you know that too. But the first thing I see when I come out the door is that's up again. And that's been happening. I think that there's a little Bigfoot doing it. Or a Bigfoot. Whatever. And then I saw over here that the dice are messed up. Okay? This one is turned and it's out of place. So are these. But still, that could have been the wind. Huh, that's messed up too, but I think that was from the wind. Anyways, I was still thinking, yes, that could be from the wind. Then I look over here. This was definitely from the wind. Then I noticed this. Amy's doll is laying on Jim's foot. And Amy does that. She'll lay on her feet like that. I'm surprised it's not on my foot though, because she's usually doing that on my foot. But it got moved from there to there. Which, that could have been something too. Maybe an accident. But then I noticed that the smallest Bigfoot doll is turned upside down. It's not just moved out of place, but it's upside down. And kinda, well, snuggled up to my doll a little bit, actually. I have no idea if any of this, I mean, this is all speculation. But I don't really see how this all happened without help. And then I put some paper clips in a line right here, and they haven't really been messed up too much, even with the wind. And all but two are on the ground now. And I can't even locate them. But there was a whole row of them. Maybe I'll show you a picture. But this is the main thing right here. And I'm pretty sure that a Bigfoot's been doing that. The only thing I don't understand is I'm not seeing footprints. But I'm also not seeing footprints from anything else, like a cat. So, I'll walk around the house, see if there's anything else. I'll let you know if there is. I noticed when I walk around the house, that Y stick and it's arched, and they've gifted me 2 of those. And then I walked up here to check the front porch and noticed, first of all, this Y stick. And then right below it is this. It's 2 sticks. And they're not the same exactly. They could have been made to be more similar, but they're quite similar, especially in how they're positioned. I may be imagining things, but this just caught my attention. 1, 2, 3 little round impressions in the grass right beside the porch. Very small. Are those toes? Right here beside the porch. Okay, here's another thing. It's going around this side of the house. Of course, you know, this is our bedroom. Right here at the corner, they have made stuff before, glyphs and things. And look at that. That wasn't here last. Whoa, that's geeky. That wasn't here the last time I was out here. Very cool. And look here, right beside it. That kind of looks like toes to me, like the front of something stepped there. I thought I'd look a little closer around the bench for footprints, and I'm seeing this. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 in a row holes, and impressions into the ground, and something there. I'm not sure if it's you know, a foot impression or not, but it is right here in front of this stuff, so it's possible. If it wasn't so cold, I would look better. Well, I think I'm gonna have to give up and go eat my breakfast. It is Wednesday, November 23rd, 9:11 a.m. So I just got up and I came out to the front porch to check things. And I see this. And immediately from the door, you know, I could see that there was an extra round object here. And I believe it's a rock. It is. Now, what I find so fascinating about this is, well, the first thing is they obviously love these marbles lined up on my front porch in these divots. Because how many times now have they put something with them? Something similar in shape. Or just something to give me. They just absolutely love them lined up like this. And the second thing that I thought about is, that fascinates me, is their mindset. Because here we are learning about Bigfoot's behavior and thinking, and, you know, that's kind of important. So there's Bigfoot somewhere that knows I have these marbles lined up here. They're off somewhere, and they come across this round, beautiful marble. No, not marble. See, this round, beautiful rock that looks. It must remind them of my marbles. So they're looking at it. They're holding it, and they're thinking, obviously they're thinking, wow, that kind of reminds me of those round objects on her porch, you know? And they must have thought this was pretty awesome. And they kept it, and they brought it here to show me that they found it, and it's similar, and it's round, and they wanted me to have it. So that just fascinates me, that peek into their mind and how they think. It's just so awesome. One more quick thought about their mindset and that rock and the marbles and everything is, you know, Christopher Noel's Sasquatch savant theory, where, like, people that have autism kind of crave a connection with other people, but they have a barrier to it in their mind. And we believe that Sasquatch also has a desire for that connection with us, but they also have a barrier to it in the fact that they have to stay hidden. It's like in their makeup. It's like one of their main priorities in life is to stay hidden. But they seem to have that desire to connect with us. And so I feel like their mindset to where they have that connection with me through these objects that I put out, you know, the thing like they're thinking about, it reminds them of me when they found the little round rock and stuff. It's a form of a connection to a human. So I don't know, I was just thinking about that, and I wanted to share that thought with you as well. Here at the lake and looking for footprints. We've been seeing a few impressions on our way down, but nothing definite. Right where you could cross over that log right there, there was one that looked pretty good. I didn't take any pictures of it or anything because I wasn't sure. And I'm seeing one here that looks about the same size. This would be the heel side of the foot. It would be a right foot, the toe would be right here, and it comes back like that. So we'll keep going and see if we see any more. Just up from those possible prints, Jim just saw this. Looks like something's been going in and out right there where that break is. I think we've seen that before. Possibly down there was a break and it looked like something been going in and out. Okay, we kept on going. We're heading towards the lake bed. And right here where you have to step over this because it's really crowded right here with wood and everything, I saw an indention. I cleaned it out a little bit, and there's sort of a foot shape here. It even has an indention here that goes down in like where a toe would go. The heel would be back here. Not sure, but that's kind of what it looks like. Okay, we're walking back out. It's harder to tell because we've already walked in, but if you walk this way you can see some impressions, and this one looks like something would have stepped over these, just like path of least resistance. You're not going to step on this as much as you would step here, and it looked pressed in, so I cleaned it out, and I do see sort of a foot shape, and it's pressed in. And then up here a little bit further, right here, it would be, see that one back there would be the right foot, this would be the left, and it's heading that way. They're all pretty much consistent with, this is the best one with the size, so. Okay, there might be an impression right here, and I've been following tracks coming up this hill. They all look the same size and shape, but they're very, very just indistinct anyways. But this one is pressed down, like here would be the heel, and you can see a toe area right here. But they've all been that same size and shape. I've been seeing like impressions, like I said, faint ones. And then we're seeing some more up in here, like just faint stuff. Right here? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the one I just cleaned that out a little bit. That's the heel. This would be, it would be a right foot and the toe would be right there. So I need to go up there and see if there's another one. It would be the, wow, that looks pretty good from here. It would be the the left. The only thing I'm seeing right here is a little bit of an indentation right there. That's definitely not anything solid. Here's a possibility that it's about the same size as I've been following. It looks like if it took a step and down here's the heel, it would have grasped with its toes right here, which would be the big toe, and pushed that dirt up ground. Let's see if there's any more up here. Here's another possibility with the heel back here. Toe would have dug in right there. And then Jim said he thinks that the other foot might have stepped right over there. Here's another very faint impression heading right towards that. Jim found something else up here, so I'm going to go see what he found. Possible impression. Here's another faint possibility. Looks smaller, like maybe 13 inches though, if it is one. Which actually we have been seeing some smaller impressions that we weren't sure about. Like right here. Another possible impression, but I'm really not sure. But that does look toe-shaped right there. And it's pressed down in, so. Okay, Jim just found something interesting. They brush hogged this right away. And, see, the first thing he saw was over there. I'll have to show you in a minute. But you see there's splintered bark or splintered stuff on the ground. But here, which there isn't stuff up in your other trees, is this interwoven splinters. That is pretty interesting. Because, yeah, this one comes, that branch and that branch come together, forming a triangle right there with that splintered wood through it. Yeah, that is pretty interesting. You know what that means? We should walk up there.
Well, right here's where I mean, right through a valley where...
Yeah, well, if you want to, we could walk up there a little bit. But, I'll show you what he first saw. It drew his attention over here. Oh, right there. Way up in a tree. Like it's hanging there. And you don't see that anywhere else along here. Just there and there. Almost like they're markers or something for this spot to go in. Okay, there's the thing I just showed you. I started walking in, and right here looks like an impression. Heel, toe area, back, and it's probably about 14 or 15 inches at least. There's a faint possibility that it stepped right here. Oh, actually, I see a toe right there. Possibly. So yes, that could have stepped there. It's really thick right here, so it's going to be hard to see any right in here. Another faint possibility. No, I don't know. I cleaned this out. What drew my attention to it was that it was pressed in, and that looked like maybe a toe area. This is another possibility here. The toe would go right in there. Wow, that's round. If you can see that. Rounded out right there. There's a small break. Did you say there's a bigger one there? Oh, right there. There's a bigger one. Okay, here's another possible impression with the heel here and a round hole where the toe would go down in. Right there. Closer to this break, and Jim pointed out that it looks like it's been twisted. Okay, so that's the first thing Jim saw hanging. And then he noticed this, which looks like a marker. It was woven in to two branches here. That one and that one. It comes from two different trees, come together, and they put this through that little triangle. Okay, we're heading to our spot. We're on a right-of-way hill, and I just came across this. Kind of has the shape of a foot. It is definitely pressed down. Looks like something like toes or something hit there. Okay, we're at our spot, and this is a break. Looks like an older one, and right beside it is a big leaner. I know we found evidence, well, all in this bottom, but also up that hill. So, okay, this caught my attention, and I cleaned it out, and I do see a round area right here pressed in, also right there. That looks like where a toe would go. Maybe the big one. Okay, this caught my attention because this was smashed down in a lot right here. And it looked like something had stepped there. And I see a little bit of a foot shape with this almost like the metatarsal break, which is weird. But and then down here looks like, get out of the light, maybe a toe pushed in there. Yeah. The more I look at it, the better that looks. Okay, from where the toe would go in, right there, back to where the heel is, would be about 16 inches. Okay, right there's the one I just showed you. I can't really see what I'm doing. And then right up from it is another impression that I cleaned out. It's not as good as that last one, but I'll measure it and see. Let's see. Got a floppy. Yeah, approximately 16 inches, just like the other one. Just going to follow, see if I see anything else that belong in here. Okay, there's the one I just showed you. And right here is another impression. I'm not sure, but it's an indentation at least. And it's right in line with the other two. I'm going to say it had to stepped over this. I'm going to go this way. Or else, I suppose it could have went that way, but... Okay, on the other side of the log, there is a possible impression right there. So I'm going to keep going. Jeez Louise. Jim just said he found a dead deer right up there that hasn't been dead very long, so I'm going to go check that out. It's right where these footprints are heading. Okay, there's the one that crossed over the log, and here's an impression, but I don't know if it's a foot or not. But anyways, I'm going to keep following this direction. Okay, there's the last impression, right there. And then you come over to this creek bed, and there's a bit of an impression as something slid right there. See slide marks. But that could have been a deer, so I don't know. But I'm going to go across somehow, follow it up that way. Okay, over there is where that went down into that creek, and I believe I've lost whatever I was following there. So I'm going to go up there and see what that deer's all about. Lordy, there it is. Okay, unless somebody was bow hunting and it got away, or... Nice buck. There's no way to know how it died, so just gonna have to move on. Okay, we're working our way up out of that valley, and there's just not as much sign down here as there used to be, so I don't know what that means, but we just came upon that break. That's real high up. At least 15 feet, I'd say, right? If not 20.
I'd say 10, 12 feet.
Really? Okay. Okay, right there's that break I was just showing you. We're walking up the hill, and at the top of this tree, which is about the same height, it's like got two breaks at the top, one going each direction. Okay, and then if you pan right over here, there's another tree that's broken. It's a big tree. Maybe we'll head over that way and look at that. Right here too is also a possible lean right there. This is good because at least science is picking up. Okay, I'm finding this spot interesting. That looked, like I said, interesting, but I'm not sure. It could be natural. But then we got this, and I do remember this from that other time we were down here. I think that these things were here. But like, look, there's three huge trees that come this way. What, did they all fall at the same time? That one goes way up there. And it has sort of that teepee-esque shape to it. It's not an actual teepee, but it's interesting. Okay, here's where they all converge. Oh my. That doesn't seem too natural to me. Okay, yeah, that's one tree, that's another tree, and that's another tree. And they all go together right there. Definitely weird. And then if you look from up here on this hill, that one, the first one I showed you, kind of flows with this one. Okay, I backed up a little bit to see it a little better. It's pretty fine handiwork right there. Look how those fit together. Okay, the first time we came to this area, this is right beside that, I remember there being a huge arch that was arched uphill. It was magnificent. That looks like a fairly large arch. Actually, it's really large. It's going uphill and it looks pinned up on the hill. Right there. I believe it was right over there, but I don't see it now. And we're not walking up there right now, I don't think. Okay, here is an arch. And I've been checking it out. I do not think it grew this way. Looks like it was pinned under these vines. And then right beside it's that. And then right over there is another archy looking thing. So if they're meant to go together, or it's coincidence or what. Okay, I wasn't going to look at this closer, but I'm glad I did. There's that one. And then this one. Whoa. Looks like it was pulled back and leaned on that so it would stay. Looks like something they do. Okay, this is interesting. I saw this from down the hill. That darker log limb is horizontal. Actually a big Y limb. And I didn't know for sure. I mean, I could see that this piece of wood right here is holding it down there. The only other thing keeping it horizontal is this little tiny notch in this tree that's growing here. That's crazy. And then there's some breaks on that tree right beside it, and there's something. And then there's that, these, look at these, almost like asterisks, like huge ones, like, I hope this is showing. There's one there, and then there's one up there on the hill, further up. I can't see what I'm doing. Yeah. Okay. But I'll tell you real quick, where the shavings were placed in that tree, like marking an area to go in, this is where it goes to, and it's open and it's pretty and nice back here. And this is where we were yesterday. I was trying to get past, but I couldn't get, so it's straight down there, but then up here's all this stuff. So pretty cool. I figured if we got past that, it would be something pretty cool up in here. Okay, I saw that arch when we came in and followed that entrance that was marked, but I couldn't get up here to it. But I do think it's interesting that if you follow it where it's pointing, like it's arched up the hill, it goes right over there to where we were, where it's really nice. Okay, I'm not sure about that, but that looks interesting to me, and I'm not going to get clear over there. I'm getting really tired. But it's horizontal. And then right over from that's that arch, and then, I mean, that almost looks like a doorway. What's pretty cool is that just down the hill right there is where I found all those 18-inch footprints that time. So the right-of-way's right there. And just where you walk in right here is an arch. Now whether or not if that happened when that tree fell, I'm not sure. I suppose it could have caught it if it would have grown straight up. It's possible. But yeah, it's right here where you walk in. Right there's that horizontal stick. Look at the trail coming in. There's that arch. And then right there is that horizontal stick. Could be a coincidence, but I'm not sure. Okay, it's 9:17 p.m. It's Saturday, November 26th. We went to the woods and I came back home, got a shower, we ate, and I went to bed because wow, was I tired. But I didn't come out to check things out here until later, because I wanted to close up for the night and do it all at once. So I see that they were up. So sometime between around 1, 2 o'clock this afternoon and now, they were up. The 3 magnets that have been laying here, they were stacked, like one on top of, well, it'd be like this, 2 down and 1 on top. Well, I separated them out so they were flat the other day again. And I see that they messed with them and they put 2 of them in the magnetic bowl and 1 inside the slinky. That's a pretty good one. I told him that's a good one, guys. You're funny. This is Saturday, December 3rd. It's 8:25 a.m. And I looked out the window and saw this. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Right in the middle of my chair here on the front porch. See? There's my chair and Jim's. I believe it's a bracelet. And it's beautiful. Oh, it's one of those stretchy kind, like for little girls. It's got so many pretty colors on it. That is special. it on my chair. It reminds me of the one that used to give me jewelry all the time and would mess with my chair all the time. I wonder if it's from that one. That would be so awesome. Well, it's awesome if it's from any of them. Even like maybe the new young one. That's just wonderful. I'm gonna tell him thank you. Okay, it's now 4:46 p.m. And this morning when I got up, I checked the back porch. Some of the stuff was messed up, but it was super windy. And so I didn't really think much of it, and I went back inside. However, if you recall, I've had that greenish blue teddy bear sitting there in the corner for quite a while now. And this morning, I mean, sometimes it's like fallen over or something. I've been kind of stuffing it back in there hard so that it wouldn't blow out so easily. But this morning it was way over here in the yard, and I didn't pick it up. I didn't really straighten anything up. This was Jim's doll was sideways. This was over and stuff. I just straightened that up. The dice were a little messed up. Anyways, I just left it. So I just came out here to stretch my legs. And I was looking around, and the teddy bear is in this chair now. And neither one of us put it there. So apparently the Bigfoots came up and moved it from the yard to the chair. That's pretty cute. You can see a little dirt on it there. I think I'll leave it there. I think I like it there. Okay. I'm going to keep moving, see if I see anything else. But yeah, at some point today they were up and did that. During the day. Between, I'd say 9 o'clock and now. Pretty cool.